What's going on, y'all? Dave Money, American Layers. Welcome back. Another good episode. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Today I want to talk about the 4 brands I like the most. There's a hierarchy. Y'all know my favorite. But we going to spread love because it's all about that love. So, first of all, it's hot as hell today. I was trying to flex my little Denim and Supply hat, but I might have to peel it off. These last 3 videos, I had sweat beads all on my forehead, and nobody mentioned it. Yo, I even had sunburn. I was at the beach last week, and I got tore up. Anyway, I might take the hat on and off throughout this video, but let's get started, man, with the OG Brooks Brothers. Yes, I don't own much Brooks Brothers right now. I think I'm down to just like 3 pieces of Brooks, but it's a favorite because it's official. It's the OG, the oldest men's line in America. Started in 1818. Brooks Brothers is over 200 years old, and they're respected. You know, Brooks Brothers is one of those companies where, like, you got your play clothes, and then you got your real dress clothes, like the Brooks Brothers suits. It's official. I'm going to show you a few of the pieces that I still have and just talk about why I like the brand so much. So we said it's a serious brand, but they do the fun stuff too, right? The critter pants, the all over print. This pair has little football players on it. Now, this is the sort of stuff I expect from like RL, you know, or maybe RL got it from them. My point is, other people do these things and they do it well. This is a good quality pair of pants. Let me open them up and show you something. I feel like a good pair of pants is one that allows for alteration. If you open up these Brooks Brothers embroidered chinos, first of all, look at this lining. It's got a nice plaid lining, but I want to show you this. Inside the seat of the pant, they give you a lot of fabric so you can tailor it. So if you need to let your bottom out, or well, you could tighten it if you had the fabric or not. My point is, if you need to let these pants out, you're able to do that easily because of how they are made, and that's a mark of quality and attention to detail. So I love Brooks Brothers for that. A few seasons ago, I saw the craziest Brooks Brothers duffel coat, man. I think the leather, the wool, I hate to exaggerate. I want to be exact. I think that coat was like, I think the wool on that coat was like this thick, man. It was something out of a damn cartoon. And y'all know I reference like cartoons sometimes because like the way they draw characters is so perfect. The way they draw the outfits is like so perfect that it becomes iconic. Like the color, the texture, the style, you know. So this coat reminded me of something like that, like something you'd see Paddington Bear wearing. So anyway, that's the Brooks Brothers duffel. I think at that time I was only grabbing RL, so I wasn't really thinking about it, but I mean, I wasn't seriously considering the purchase, but it would have made a damn good purchase. Let me show you another Brooks. This is it's just a buffalo plaid shirt, but if you peep the print or the pattern, you see that the horizontal lines kind of take a break, right? So this is like an atypical pattern. I love that because it's classy, it's understated, and playful at the same time. You know, you could easily overlook like the pattern, or you could pay attention and geek out over the pattern. I also like this shirt because of the collar, right? It reminds me of a rugby, you know. And you probably can't tell, but this, like the weave on this, it's like a work shirt. It's like a work shirt, but it doesn't fit like a bag. You know, it has a slim tailored fit, and I love it. So these are like These are some of the only Brooks that I own right now, because I'm only copying, you know, the certain brand going forward. But mad love to the OG Brooks Brothers. They also do rugbies and polo knits with like some crazy color blocks. So you should go on their website and check them out, man. Even what do they call it? Like even like the cricket sweaters. I mean, they do a lot of stuff well. You know what else I found cool was they did the collaboration with KJP. I was in there a few years ago and I saw the belts. I said, damn, that's love. I mean, obviously it's marketing, but it's still love too that they went ahead and worked with a smaller brand, you know. So shout out to Brooks Brothers. And if you ain't copping RL, go cop some Brooks. They even do like a lower price line called 346. I don't remember if that is sold exclusively at the outlets or not, but if the usual retail Brooks Brothers is not within your price range, there is an option. And they have the outlets and they have sales. Okay? In fact, you know what? I liked this shirt so much when I saw it. It's one of the few items that I paid full retail for. I usually wait for a sale, but when I saw this, I had to have it. And I think it was like a little over $100, you know. So Brooks, yeah. An obvious one, you know, I had to say Hilfiger. And I apologize, these items are not in season. Like, you see me out here sweating. Like, damn, Dave, how you gonna show us all long sleeves? Because, like I said, I don't have much of this stuff left. But I'm holding on to some key pieces because it's kind of sentimental. But this is Hilfiger. And y'all know that fits right into our world. This particular shirt is similar to those critter pants. You know, they embroidered skiers all over it. I grabbed this from Macy's on sale, and I like it. Again, it's like the Brooks Brothers. It's a nice thick weave. It's not as thick, but this fabric, it feels good. It feels like quality. It's a custom fit, so this one is not like a potato sack either. Hilfiger, I mean, this is just one example. We all know the history of Hilfiger. Why it's really one of my favorites? Well, when I first got into this, you know, so-called fashion thing, Hilfiger is one of the brands that people were rocking heavy. Like, the older guys around me had on these Hilfiger sailing jackets. I remember going to basketball games and I see the older guys wearing those jackets and wearing the button-down shirts with the color blocks and the flags, and I was like impressed. And I started shopping at Franklin Mills Mall eventually, and I would go to the Hilfiger store looking for these key pieces. So Hilfiger has always been with us, and they always represented that kind of traditional style with a twist, and that prep style with some flair. And aside from actually buying the clothes, I love Hilfiger because they do a good job creating those images we like. A few years ago, maybe 8-10 years ago now, they had an ad campaign called the Hilfigers. So it's like this fictional family, this fictional group of family and friends, and they wearing like these crazy, incredible layers, and they out there like having dinner. YouTube, Google the commercials, man. They got like these dinners where they got like everybody's like hopping out of a Wagoneer, and they have like a Thanksgiving dinner set on a lawn, and you know, it's crazy. Everybody's going crazy. The dog is eating, people are dancing, and they just wearing these crazy layers, and it looks good. And when I'm trying to get my dose of, you know, that thing we are into, that look we're into, when I need a dose of that, I could just watch those Hilfiger commercials over and over to this day. So check out the Hilfigers. Also, talking about duffel coats, a few seasons ago, Hilfiger had one of the craziest duffel coats I've ever seen. Again, this one was like crazy thick, and it had like some color blocks too. And then the little rope that's connected to the toggles, that was like thick and robust and like really textured. This was at the Macy's in New York. That season was crazy. I think this was like maybe 3-4 seasons ago. 3-4 seasons ago. Yeah, Hilfiger, man. All my Hilfiger people holler at me. I know we always talking about the other brand, but I got love for Hilfiger too. And you know, you got people who collect, and I'd like to see your collections. How much time? You got 5 minutes. You sip of water. Cause it's dumb hot out here. Let me talk about some J. Crew. This is a favorite of mine. Before I started copping RL exclusively, J. Crew was one of my go-tos. It was probably the main one, you know, because for a second I had kind of left the traditional realm, and I was doing stuff with a little more edge, like kind of like your French Connection, like a little kind of European, but so I would go between that and then like the J. Crew, because they would just have like cool sweatshirts, and you know, J. Crew reminds me of RL, but more subdued. You know what I'm saying? Like a little less flash. And that's really one of my disappointments with the brand. That's what took me back to RL, in fact. Like, I would be looking for some J. Crew, but I'd be looking at the brand new line, and it'd be like a lot of pieces, but nothing had the flair I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? But they are solid. They're solid. I'm gonna show you these shorts. You still see me wearing these sometimes. Again, these are embroidered. Little bicycles on them. Cool. They're not too long, cause you know I don't like those long shorts. What they call that? The inseam. I don't like no real long shorts. So these fit perfectly. They're getting nice and faded and broken in. Like this little section near the pocket is actually like this color. It's clean, but the color is changing. And I love that. And that's actually how J. Crew kind of styles and models some of their brand new clothes. I also like J. Crew because they were heavy in the catalog business, like worldwide. And when I was a kid or a young adult dreaming of business, I actually wanted to have a catalog. Sometimes I didn't care what the business was or what the business would be. I was just like excited by like certain methods. Like, yo, if you have a catalog, you can sell product. Or if you set up a whole sales force and dedicate, 10 people to just making sales calls all day, what would happen with your business? So J. Crew actually represents that for me, and represented that for me at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I love them for the aesthetics and kind of like, the way they do business. How much time? 2 minutes left. I almost forgot, like one of the main reasons I love J. Crew is that you could catch crazy sales. There were times I was in J. Crew and I thought I realized, I knew that the item was on sale, but by the time I got it to the register, there were like additional savings. And you'd walk out of there thinking you're gonna pay $100, and you wound up paying $30 or $20 for like a few items. And they were items that you actually loved. And that's the greatest thing. Like, it's one thing to grab something because it's on sale and it's cheap. It's another thing to grab something you actually want and then catch a deal on it, after you already decided you're going to pay what it costs. So those are three. Y'all already know the fourth one, man. RL, that's a favorite. you know. But all of these are my four favorites. I could easily switch between them, but I love RL because they consistently do the things I like. Sometimes they miss, but for the most part, they've been doing the stuff I like for a long time. I'm rocking my little Denim and Supply hat today. Aside from aesthetics, with RL, you got the community. Now, wear Ralph because you like it, but it's nothing like having like some community as well. Like you already fool with something, and then you find out there are like minds. That pulls you in a little more. It pulls me in a little more. So 1 minute left. So I love RL. I got mad love for J. Crew. I still rock my old faded J. Crew sweatshirts around the house. Hilfiger, mad love for you. And I'm aware of the Hilfiger community out there, the J. Crew addicts out there, and even Brooks Brothers. You know, you got a guy on YouTube who wears exclusively Brooks Brothers. I probably won't plug the link, but you can find them. It's interesting. Hey, if you love it, if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. These are my 4 picks. If you ain't rocking RL, then try these other 3. Dave Money, American Layers. Subscribe. And I'm on Instagram, Dave_Money3.